Millz Young here, MMA Locker Room, UFC bet with me. Who's ready to bet on UFC? Me, that's who. So I'm going to be going over this week's card. We got a big pay-per-view event. UFC 316, headline Brahma, Dvalishvili. He's taking on Sugar Sean O'Malley. We got a co-main event, another title fight. Kayla Harrison is stepping in and taking on Juliana Pena. We got a new UFC newcomer making his debut. Patchy Mix is taking on Mario Bautista. And we got a lot of good fights to talk about 13 to 14. Just like always, I'm going to give you guys my picks, my predictions, my best dogs to bet on. And, you know, at the end of the week, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a parlay and try to get you guys paid out there. Now, look, this is going to be a rematch in the main event. So, you know, we already seen it play out once. Let me know right now. Do you guys think the same thing's going to happen in this rematch? Do you think Marab's going to be able to beat Sugar? Let me know in the comments below. And now, look, everybody out here is going to be saying, hey, man, if I don't agree with this pick, let me know in the comments below. Let me know who you guys are betting on pick by pick. So let's see if we equal out and if we're on the same side. How did you guys do last week? You know, transparency is key. Over here, it was only 9 fights because a lot of them got canceled. But we went 5-4 on our predictions. You know, not the best of card. And, you know, it was kind of one of those cards you just want to forget to remember. But that ain't how it is, man. So hopefully this week we can come out on top a little bit better than what we did last week. All right, first fight of the night. We got Kenoski taking on Maderos. All right, Maderos is going to be 10-1. 2-1 favorite on the books. Was supposed to be fighting the week prior. He pulled out. And in comes Kenoski. Former, 8-0 fighter from AFPC promotion, Anthony Pettis fight promotion. Know a lot about that guy over there. All right, man, he's a good wrestler. He does like to lead with the striking just to set up the takedowns. And here, I gotta think the dog's live in here, man. Even though he's taking this fight on short notice, he was preparing for a fight, and I think he's gonna be able to go out here and keep this close. This fight close. Maderos does struggle with takedowns. He's been taken down multiple times by Austin Hubbard and held down for 7 minutes. I think Kenoski's striking isn't going to be as good as Maderos, but I think he's the overall better fighter in here. I like Kenoski at this price tag. The dog is live. Next fight taking place. Quillin taking on Yanil Osmos. Both these guys got identical records, 8-1. Okay, but the price tag ain't the same. Cakillo's -6-1 favorite on here. He's going to be the guy that's going to have the long frame out there, good range out there. He likes to grapple, likes to get the wins by submission. He was able to do that quick in his UFC Dana White Contender Series fight. You know, Osmos, though, I like this guy, man. He has wins over guys that's way taller than him already because he's a short guy. He has a good explosive left hand that he likes to throw. He was able to implement the wrestling in his last fight. He got, over 8 takedowns in that fight, I want to say. Man, I think the dog's live in this fight. I can't get behind the price tag of Quillin at that price tag. I do think he wins, but behind that price tag, I'm not parlaying him. Even if he was a -500, -450, that's something that I don't want anything of because I know Yanil Osmos is a good fighter. So don't let that price tag fool you and get fooled and betting on your Cakillo unless you guys are really, really serious on it. With all that to be said, Cakillo is nice, okay? But the pick's going to be Cakillo, but I'm not betting on this one at all. Next fight taking place. Sergey taking on Joe Seo. Sergey, let's talk about it. Lost as a big favorite against Weston Wilson. Lost as, to Anush Jubilee. Fighters that you shouldn't be taking losses to, but he has power in his hands, and he's getting disrespected a little bit by this line. Joe Seo is coming from Korean Zombies fight promotion out there. He's a guy that has an 8-0 record, but the level of competition and the way that he's been fighting these guys isn't nothing to just right away on. He's not a fighter that he's in the UFC right now where I say, oh man, look, you got to watch this guy. Not at all. It's been a decision with some journeymen out there, and you know, when it comes down to it though, he does have clean striking. You know, he is going to be the more faster fighter in here, and he is going to be the more durable fighter in here as well. But I'm not parlaying him at that price tag, but I do think the skills that he got coming from the Korean MMA scene that's on the rise right now, Joe Seo will get it done, but I'm not betting on this one. Wang, she's taking on Ariana da Silva. Wang, 7-1 out there, nicknamed the Joker, coming off a win in her last fight out against Bruno Brazil. Before that, she got upset when, you know, she was leading the fight and she got caught and got knocked out. Ariana da Silva, about a year and a half ago, Seemed like she was going like this, man. She was getting better, improving in her fights, and her striking was there too. Now it just seems like she's okay with taking positions and taking the ground and laying on her back and taking the mat. When it comes down to it too in here, man, I think Wang's going to be the more explosive fighter in here. And I think she's going to be able to get this one done inside the distance in this one. When we talk about parlaying, people, out of those big price tags that we just went over so far, man, she let me down once though. It's hard, you know, it's hard. But yeah, Wang's the side in this one, all right? Now, look, man, before we get on to the next fight, man, the next fight's going to be a good one, okay? A good one, an explosive one that just came together on short notice, okay? Let's talk about it. Chaos Williams is going to be the favorite in here. Explosive striker out here. Fast with his hands. He has power. He's coming off a loss in his last fight out against Gabriel Bonfim where he got submitted. I want to say in like round 2. Andreas Gustafsson was supposed to be fighting last week, and his opponent got pulled out. So he called to get on this fight and, you know, match up with Chaos Williams. So I think in this one, man, I like Gustafsson a little bit, man. I like his game plan. I like the way that he's going to go out there and fight. He's going to clinch people up against the cage. He's going to be trying to be the more powerful guy. He has power in his hands as well. He's making his UFC debut right here, man. He's the underdog taking this one on, and I don't think this one's going the distance. So if you guys are trying to look for the best bet, play the fight not going the distance, and I think the dog's live in this one, man. Second fight of the night, man. All right, but before we get to the second fight of the night, let me let you guys know something. One thing, man. UFC is an ongoing sport. It never stops. Okay, it's 365 days out here. All right, so when some seasons in the off season, we don't, man. We always getting in the best plays, the best spots. So it's something that we gotta stay with every single day. We just can't take a week off and expect to, be on top for the next card. So we're always doing extenuous tape study when it comes to these fighters, man. Now, Sergey Spivak, he's taking on Waldo Costa. This one, you're going to have a matchup to where you're going to have a grappler in Sergey Spivak and a striker in Waldo Costa. Waldo Costa is clean boxing, man. Nice uppercuts. He has a clean left counter that he likes to throw. His cardio is getting better as well. He struggles with takedowns, okay? That's the one thing that, we haven't really seen him put up against too many wrestlers with dominant takedown, efficiencies, right? Here comes Sergey Spivak. That's him, the polar bear. He's a minus 135 on the cards out there. Money's coming in a little bit. This guy, man, he's been ranked in the top 10 heavyweights for the last 5 years, it seems like. Fought the likes of Cyril Gahn, Tom Aspinall, and João Almeida. He has some good wins over a lot of reputable fighters, but this is going to be his path to victory in here. Get those takedowns, man, going. Waldo Acosta, his striking is going to be way better than polar bear Sergey Spivak. If Sergey Spivak stands up and tries to just strike and he's not able to get those takedowns, he's going to get knocked out. But I like the polar bear in this one, man. I think it's going to go back to his old style, and that's just go for the takedowns and get this guy down, man. Sergey Spivak for the heavyweight division, he was on a warpath, man. He was taking everybody down, man. I thought he was going to be able to get Cyril Gahn, man. And it seems like ever since he lost a little bit of confidence in his fight style and stuff. But in this one, I think he goes back to that old ways, man, and gets that wrestling going. Next fight taking place, Asmat Murkov taking on Brandon Roberto in here. Asmat Murkov, 14-0. Big favorite on the card, 5-0. Got to see this guy fight live against Devin Clark at the scene. Had to play on him at minus 190. He knocked him out in the third round. His striking is top tier. He has power in both hands. He's not the fastest fighter, and he's not the most active fighter. Been signed to the promotion for over 4 years, and I think he has about 4 fights. Brandon Roberto is a guy that kind of surprises people as an underdog, and he's done that once or twice now, man, for us in here. But if you ask me, man, I think Asmat Murkov wins inside the distance, and I like this one not going the whole 3 rounds. So give me the under 2.5 and give me Asmat Murkov to win inside the distance right there. Next fight taking place. We got Joshua Van. He's taking on Bruno Silva. Joshua Van, big favorite, minus 600 on the books. 13-2 record. Fast hands, a lot of volume when he strikes, right? This is the thing about him. He usually takes that first round off, okay? Bruno Silva is a fighter who, was able to get the win in his last time out against Cody Durden with the clean uppercut. He was an underdog in there. Seems like he's been fighting for a while now, though. And Joshua Van at this price tag right here, it's kind of saying how the story is going to go, man. I think Joshua Van's going to get it done inside the distance. I think he's going to come out there way more faster and try to get this done early on and not extend it to that third round. Joshua Van did get caught against Charles Johnson in a fight where, it was a close fight. And he got caught in the third round and got knocked out. And Bruno Silva, man, he's throwing with power. He got haymakers too. He can take it down to the mat as well. It's going to be a way closer fight than that line implements to me, but I do think Joshua Van gets it done in this one. Next fight taking place. We got a good one, man. Vicente Luque. He's taking on Kevin Holland, all right? Kevin Holland's a -2-1 favorite. What? I think he's coming off of 2 wins in his last couple of fights, Kevin Holland. If not, 1 for sure. Vicente Luque, underdog in this one, man. Let's talk about Kevin Holland. He's going to be the more faster fighter, the more powerful fighter, the guy that's going to be the more durable fighter, But at that price tag, there's no way I can trust it. I trusted him in his last fight because it was like -120 or -130. It wasn't nothing to lose at that price tag. -2-1 against a fighter like Vicente Luque, who has a great fight resume, great finish ability. And when it comes down to it, he's not the most durable fighter. That's the thing you got to kind of look at in here. But he has a path to victory. If he goes out there and listens to his corners and implements the takedowns and turns this into a grappling match, a jiu-jitsu match, don't give Kevin Holland that striking from range and distance. He can win. I actually spoke to, somebody in his corner and said, hey, man, if you just tell him to take down, if that's the way you want to win. He answered back with a Darce choke. Let's see what happens, man. Overall, though, man, yeah, the price tag I don't like. But the price tag in the pick is still going to, I can't let those, go against the other one that I want to go with, man. Overall, man, I still think that Kevin Holland can go out there and be the more active fighter, and throw more volume and punch with more power. But if Vicente Luque comes out here and he really wants to win and he just goes out there and follows a game plan, I wouldn't be surprised if he does. The pick's going to be Kevin Holland. I don't know which way I'm leaning. I don't know which way I'm getting to the window on this one yet, man. I'm gonna have to wait till Saturday on this one though. So yeah, if you guys want to see exactly which way I'm betting this fight, check me out. A little bit later on my Twitter, on Instagram, at MMA Locker Room. After I watch the weigh-ins and everything on Friday, I might have a different side. Next fight taking place to kick off the main event. Patchy Mix, 20-1, one of the best bantamweights in the world. He opened up this line, a -115, -120, got all the way bet up to a -160 out there. Mario Batista, this guy's on like a 5, 6, 7 fight win streak, I want to say 15-2, training at the MMA lab, coming off of his biggest win of his career over against Jose Aldo, where he just dominated him and didn't even let Jose Aldo do anything. This fight's going to be a lot closer than this line implements, folks. I think the grappling on both these fighters, is where the guys are going to meet. And Patchy Mix is going to be able to shine in there. Patchy Mix, I want to say, has 15 fights. He has like 12 of them, I want to say, won by submission, or 13. He's a guy that just finishes people. Coming from the Bellator promotion, 3-time champion out there, man. And he fought some great people out there and won. Wins over Sergio Pettis, wins over Rufion Stotts, Amagomed, all type of people, man. Now, this is his calling. This is his time. I think Patchy Mix gets it done in this one. I'm going to go ahead and predict it. Second round submission. Next fight taking place, Kevin Gastelum taking on Joe Pyfer. This fight got rebooked. It was supposed to happen in Mexico. And they had to pull it out because both these fighters got sick. Joe Pyfer for 1. Now, he's a big favorite, -3-1. Explosive fighter. Usually play Joe Pyfer to win inside the distance, and that's how we was cashing for a long time. Till the competition got stepped up a little bit, and, he wasn't able to get there in every single fight. Kevin Gastelum is a fighter that moved up to weight classes, moved down to weight classes. It's kind of just seemed like he's just here. In this fight, I don't see the motivation there. And I think he's just going out there to just try to see what happens, But this is the thing. The level of competition that Kevin Gastelum fought is way higher than Joe Pyfer. I'm talking about he's getting elected into the Hall of Fame for his fight with Adesanya. And Kevin Gastelum done fought everybody in the division, So this is definitely not one of the better fighters that Kevin Gastelum has to prepare or train for at all. And this is definitely a winnable fight. But what Kevin Gastelum we going to see? I think we're going to see an explosive, violent Joe Pfeiffer out there that's going to go out there and probably try to get the submission, man. So let's take Joe Pfeiffer to win inside the distance in this one. Next fight taking place, co-main event, Kayla Harrison taking on Juliana Pena for the championship. Kayla Harrison came from the PFL promotion, 3-time champion, Olympic judo specialist as well. Juliana Pena, second time getting the belt now, you know, after her win with Raquel Pennington. Both these girls like to grapple, but one's a way better one. When it comes to the striking, Juliana Pena is going to have the striking advantage. When it comes to the power, I got to go with Juliana Pena too. But when it comes to, man, that dog mentality too, I got to go with Juliana Pena, man. When it comes to the cardio, I'm going with Pena. But when it comes to the finishability, I got Kayla Harrison. When it comes to the wrestling, I'm going with Kayla Harrison. She's a -7-1 favorite out there, folks. It's a 5-round fight. It's going to be hard. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, man. If Kayla Harrison does not win before the 3rd round starts, I'm telling y'all right now, bet Juliana Pena round 4 and 5, man. I'm telling you right now, man, that's actually going to be probably my approach, man. Because I didn't seen it before in later fights that Kayla Harrison fought in. Her value and what she does later on in the fight, once she gets tired, oh, wow, it goes all out the window, folks. So if she's not able to get her out of there within those first 2 rounds, I even say the first 7 minutes of the fight, man, I think Juliana Pena is going to be the right side. And at those underdog odds and at those prices, man, I did it once. Oh, man, I ain't doing it again, man. Give me Juliana Pena, man. Look, man, if this fight gets extended, there's no way I'm confident in Kayla Harrison at a -800 price tag. But I do like Kayla Harrison inside the distance too. So it's one of those things, man. Yes, the money on Juliana Pena plus 500 underdog, you could sprinkle that right now. And you can bet it. Then you can go ahead and, you know, if you really got a solid bet that you think is going to happen with Kayla Harrison, like a parlay or inside the distance prop, you could go ahead and parlay that too, man. And just be looking at the co-main event, like which one's going to hit. I'm either going to win this much amount or this much. But in here, man, what am I going to do at this point? I'm going to tell you Kayla Harrison, I think she should win. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, like, man, Juliana Pena's a dog, man, and Kayla Harrison, we haven't seen her in wars and fights and stuff like that. I'm not saying, man, so I just got to, man. I did it once, so this is my story behind it too, though. Maybe it's just that catching up with me. I was betting on Juliana Pena, back to back, right? And I didn't bet on her in like 1 or 2 times. That one time was against Amanda Nunes the first time. And what happened? It was crazy. I think that was the first time I ever didn't bet on Juliana Pena, right? So now I even bet against her back to back. You know, I had Raquel Pennington in the last. Oh, well, who cares, man? I'm going with Pena, man. It is what it is. Let's go. Main event time. Merab Dvalishvili taking on Sugar Sean O'Malley. Who you guys got winning in the main event, man? Let me know. Because whoever wins, I think Patchy Mix is going to get on the mic and say I'm next for the belt, man. So get ready. All right, Sugar Sean O'Malley. When this first fight came out, these lines was way different. Now Merab Dvalishvili's a -3-1 favorite. As he should be based on the way that he fights, man. Nobody's game plan could implement the way that Merab is going to fight or stop. That's the thing, man. He's a machine, and he just goes in there, and he clocks in, and he goes to work. It don't matter who you put in front of him. He doesn't slow down. He's relentless with the takedowns. He's going to go with some good feints to think that you're striking. Then he's going to clinch you up against the cage. He's going to grab you around your waist, and he's going to get you down to the ground. Yeah, he's not going to hold you down. You're going to get up. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to act like he's striking with you. Merab is so fast for the division. He reminds me of like Mighty Mouse or John Dotson, man. The way he moves around in there. Fast, right? Fast with everything. Sugar Sean, though, he has power. Now, let's talk about how his keys to win. I think he's going to go out there and fight that old way that, hey, let me just go out there and try to put these people out. And that's the way that he was fighting earlier on in his career in his UFC run. And he was knocking everybody out. He just had power. He had speed and everything, man, for his little lanky frame, right? Now, I think he's going to go back to that to where it's like, hey, I don't care what kind of happens. Of course, I'm going to get taken down or this. But I think he's going to go out there and try to put Merab out in that first 10 minutes, all right? So, I can see a case where Sugar Sean could win by a knockout and just be in that old Sugar, right? But I gotta go with Murkov in this one, man. I just think when it comes down to it, he's the way better fighter. I've been betting on him for damn near like the last 10 fights, I want to say. He hasn't looked bad in any of his fights out there. And it's just one of those things to where I think that Murkov can damn near beat people in bigger weight classes and everything like that too, just because the way that he fights, man. It's the style that he brings. But let me know who you guys got in the main event. Y'all got Murkov and Still, or y'all got Sugar Sean and New? All right, man. Now let's give you guys a parlay to get you guys paid, okay? Let's go through it real quick, man. All right, I'm gonna roll with Joe Pfeiffer and Patchy Mix. Yep, that's what I'm gonna roll with. Joe Pfeiffer and Patchy Mix. Let me know your guys' best 2-leg parlay out there to get you paid. UFC Bet With Me, MMA Locker Room here. See you guys next week.